I think he finished camp 90%. And you're talking about, it was somewhere between 45 and 55 competitive kicks. And he's 90%. And I'm talking about kicks from all over the place. They all count. So just really, everybody's got a lot of confidence in him. And so he just had to go re-win the job. You know, we didn't say, hey, you're the starting kicker again. He had to go win the job, and he did. I mean, the next guy was like 70-something% on the same amount of kicks. So it was really clear cut. So it's good to see him get the fruits of his labor. And like I said, get off to a good start and hit those two, especially that long one. And that was another thing I was encouraged with today. We got to work a few things and do a few things that I was disappointed on the sky punt. We get a great punt, and dadgummit, if we don't down the ball, I mean, and so but we need that work. I mean, we drill that, we work that, and we go down there and we don't catch the ball, and then we don't get our back to the goal line, and so those are things that could cost you in a tight game. Instead of the ball being on the 2, it's out there. That's a different deal. So we got a chance to work some things. I'm glad we got the kick return opportunity there at the end of the game. The first one we didn't get an opportunity. It was kicked deep, so we got a chance to get a little bit of work and get some things on tape, some things we've been working on. And so, like I said, good. Got fourth down. We had a couple fourth down situations for us, offensively, and then same thing on the defensive side. So we had some good situational stuff. Had a 2-minute drive. Had some backed up coming out situation. Had a little bit of goal line inside the 5 green zone area. So we had a little bit of everything that we were able to work on today.
Dabo, you talked about special teams, and you mentioned to us in the last couple of weeks how Pollard has won that job.
Yep.
What's it like to have a kicker that can do that for you and be an extension of your defense and give you a 75-yard field every time you turn around?
I kind of like it. It's been a while since I've had a guy like that. I mean, it's pretty neat. I mean, it's just, he's a little bitty guy, man. And he just, pow, the ball explodes off his foot. It's a weapon. It really is. I mean, the best kickoff coverage is when they can't return it. Ain't nothing better than that. So I'm really excited about him. It's good to see him. And he's a great field goal guy, too. He's going to be awesome, especially as he kind of, same thing, gets his confidence and consistency. But right now we just want him to really be a consistent guy kicking that ball off. Hopefully he's going to get a lot of opportunity. And it's exciting. I think the guys are energized when they see that from him.
Dabo, in the fourth quarter, you guys had a big lead. I think Xavier Thomas was about on the opposite side of the field and chasing the running back 30, 35 yards downfield. What does that say about his athleticism and his
Yeah.
that kind of stuff?
Yeah, he should have been running a stunt on that too. He better be running to get him down. So he didn't run that stunt he was supposed to run. But he's one of them guys that can fix some stuff. And he's, but it'd be a lot easier if we run that stunt that we called. But yeah, I mean that's just. I mean, he's 260 pounds, and you just see in the open field what he can do. And I think it may have been his first play. I can't remember. Maybe it was just the first play I noticed him. But I think it was his first play when he tackled the guy on the goal line down there. I think it was him and maybe Chad Smith on that tackle. Kind of got him and slung him around or whatever. And I think that was his first play. That was a pretty good start for him. Pretty good start for DK. I think Ross's first play was a touchdown. Lynn Jay's second play was a long run. So all of those guys did something early, but he's going to be a great player. Oh, man, he's got a motor, and he's got everything that you could ever want in a defensive football player. Size, speed, toughness. He's just got to get some experience. And I thought KJ did a good job too. I thought he flashed a couple times. He's an athletic guy. It's good to see him come up with that big fumble. So all those guys, showing up was good to see.
Yeah, but what did Braden show you? What's his potential to help the offense?
Yeah, well, he can really run, number one, and biggest thing we had to get him back healthy. He missed some of camp, got banged up early, but he's got excellent ball skills. He's still a very young football player. I mean, he's not played a lot of football. He's a guy that when we recruited him, we had to kind of say, well, we think he could be this. We didn't have a lot of video evidence. He wasn't really a highly recruited guy and all this stuff, but a guy that we projected, and I think we knocked it out of the park. Sometimes you hit a single, sometimes you hit a double. I think we hit a grand slam with Braden Galloway. I think he's going to be an awesome player, and he's just a pup. But what I love about him is he's a try-hard guy. He gives great effort, and he's not afraid. He's got some toughness to him. He's got great size potential. He's a 240-something pound kid right now, but he'll be 260. With a few biscuits and another weightlifting session. He's going to be a big kid that can run and athletic and that can, one of those guys that when he's covered, he's open. That type of guy. That's kind of how Leggett was. A lot of times he might have been covered, but he was open because he was so long once he kind of figured out things. But I think he's a guy that's going to become a better and better route runner and a guy that I think can play every down eventually. Right now, we're just trying to teach him. That tight end position is a very difficult position in our offense. There's a lot to learn at that position, and so it was good to see him have a couple opportunities and take advantage of it. But we'll get Milan back, and he's a guy that really gives us the veteran presence. And Garrett, Chalk, I think Chalk's had a great camp, and. But certainly Braden he gives us a very bright future at that position. But I think he'll be a guy this year that is just going to get better and eventually will find his way on the field and make a few big plays for us.
I didn't think he got in, but is Mike Jones Jr.?
That was the other one we held today. Yeah, Mike. That was who it was. I knew I was forgetting somebody. Yeah, we held him today as well, except for the same reasons. Just didn't want to let that be one of the games that we threw him in because we knew it was going to be a real challenge, especially, like I said, when you haven't practiced against that type of scheme.
I'm sure you're going to have to go through and analyze film, but out of the offensive line that got in there today, was there anybody that stood out and kind of made a move from there that wasn't in that starting lineup?
No, I can't. I need to watch the tape. We did play a lot of guys, but nobody that just, jumps out at me right now. We'll watch the tape. I'm gonna watch it tonight, as a matter of fact, and just kind of see how they did. But like I said, I thought early on we mistargeted on a couple guys. We had a couple guys kind of slip through, and we were having to kind of make a miss in the backfield a little bit. But I thought we cleaned it up and got everybody on the same page and really established a pretty good little running game there. But we played a lot. I want to see how Cade played. I want to see how Chandler played. I know Chandler gave up one pressure, but I want to see how he played outside of that. Jackson got in there and got a good bit of playing time. I want to see how he did. Gage, I think we had one penalty, and it was on Gage. He moved the ball for some reason. I don't know why, but I want to see how he did. He's had a great camp. And I can't remember. Gage, he might have even gotten some guard. I can't remember. I'll have to see. And then same thing with Bach. See how Bach did, his first opportunity to go in there and play. So I'm anxious to watch the tape and see exactly what we did.
Does Xavier Kelly just look more comfortable and natural as an inside?
Well, I mean, he's gotten a lot of practice since we made that move, and it's definitely a easier position. At defensive end, there's a lot of moving parts. There's lots going on, and he's a big, strong, athletic kid, and I do think it's been a good move for him. And hopefully, and he showed up today. I thought he flashed a couple times, so hopefully that'll be good for his confidence as he moves forward too. But he's definitely practiced well in there.
Anybody else? All right.
All right.